Hello everybody, Hunter Studio here. There we go. Okay, cut that all out. um, Hello everybody, Hunter here. Um, Today we're gonna be putting four different AI engines to the test. To make some things. We'll talk about that later. But the four we're testing out, we're using ChatGPT. We are using Grok. Yeah, Grok. Um, Copilot and Deepseek. I would have used Gemini, but I cannot stand Gemini, so we're not even giving Gemini a chance. All right, just none at all. No, I have used it before and it ticked me off. So it's forever out of the runnings of an AI engine that I will even use. So what are we going to be doing with those AI models, you ask? We are going to be making manga ideas. So I'm a huge fan of anime and manga. Um, as much as I love anime, I would actually prefer to read the manga. I don't know why. I've just always, um, I've just always loved manga ever since I was a kid. Even before I knew what it was called, I still read it. At the library, they had some. First one I ever read. You want to guess what it was? Yokai Watch. Oh yeah, I remember. Anyone who knows Yokai Watch, man. Ooh. The anime was pretty good. It just wasn't. I don't know. There's something about the manga that I just loved. Um, but yeah, I would much prefer to read the manga. Um, I like the art. Seeing it and moving on the screen is cool, but also just the still frames that they have, just absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Um, it's just really good. I'm currently also trying to make a manga. I'm about to start putting it in and drawing it digitally so I can publish it. Don't look as good. Don't look that good, but it's still cool. It's still something, and I'm enjoying making it. And I guess there'll be more news on that later. But we're gonna see, can these AI models make a good manga plot that we, the people, would want to read, or are they all gonna be buns, just trash, just straight garbage? I guess we'll just have to wait and find out. So, each one, we're going to be doing two things to it. Yeah, we're going to be asking it to make a serious manga plot and a goofy manga plot. Because, those are basically the two biggest genres of manga and anime are basically just comedy and just utter seriousness. Sometimes they mix, but yeah, you usually get it's either serious or silly, which I guess is most things actually, but whatever. And then at the end, we will be asking it to generate an image of what a page of the manga will look like. So that should be fun, shouldn't it? I think it should be. So without further ado and any more blabbering from this guy, let's get into it. Oh yeah. I'm gonna be putting them in a tier list at the end of which image, or no, not which image, which manga I personally would like to read out of all of them. So we'll be making a little tier list at the end. Um, and yeah, we'll see what it does. We'll see what kind of characters it makes. I'm going to be using the same prompt for all of them, so it has the same guidance. All right, no more yapping. Let's get into it. Okay, so I haven't used DeepSeek ever, so I think we're going to start with DeepSeek. We are using. Should we use DeepSeek? No, it's not a reasoning problem thing. I think we're just gonna. Why do all these have the same format? Like they all have the same UI and layout, which I think is hilarious. Um, okay, so let's see. Jin. narrate me the plot for a serious manga. Give me the characters, basic plot arc, and the villains. All right, I think that's a good thing because I want it to think for itself. I want it to have some creativity. How much do you want to bet it's going to either be some sort of fantasy or take off My Hero Academia? Because it just generates based on what it has, and when you think of manga, what do you think of? So we'll just see what happens. Come on. Come on. Okay. Okay. We'll let it cook. So, of course, here is a detailed plot for a serious manga, designed with the tone and complexity of series like Monster, Berserk, or Vinland Saga. Wow, it went really serious. Not like serious with a bit of silly. It literally went serious. Okay. So, manga title: Katabasis, a Greek term meaning a journey down into the underworld. Okay. A disgraced and emotionally numb mercenary who once believed he could sever his own humanity to survive is forced to protect a mysterious child who possesses the power to temporarily erase the pain and trauma of others, a power that makes her the target of a fanatical cult that worships absolute oblivion. Ah, okay, that's pretty unique. Okay, this is actually gonna be good so far. I thought it was just gonna make something that was like really just generic and basic, but okay. Kaito Kai Kurado, the protagonist. He's late 20s. He's tall, scarred, with perpetually tired eyes. He's slouched, not from laziness, but from the weight of the past. He is cynical, pragmatic, and brutally efficient. He operates on a simple principle: emotion is a liability. He suffers from severe PTSD and the inability to feel pleasure. He's a master of close quarters combat. Okay, so this is Hikari, the catalyst. She's 7 years old. Oh, golly! She's 6 or 7 years old. She is frail with large expressive eyes that seem too old for her face. She has silver hair. She's quiet, observant, and perpetually calm. She doesn't speak often, but her few words carry immense weight. She's empathetic, and she has power to make people's sad colors go away. Her ability is momentarily grace. Through physical contact, she can absorb and temporarily nullify a person's psychological pain and traumatic memories. The affected individuals experience a blissful, weightless peace for several hours. However, the trauma is not healed, only suspended, and Hikari bears the echo of that pain herself. Okay, now we're on to the villain. Jin, the sculptor, age 40. Appearance: an impeccably dressed, handsome man with a serene and gentle smile. He moves with a quiet grace that is both captivating and unsettling. A charismatic and philosophical fanatic, he is not evil in the traditional sense. He genuinely believes he is offering salvation. So, okay, he's going to try to steal the girl from this random dude that has PTSD to help the world. Okay. So we got the villains in faction, the sect of final peace. They believe that consciousness is disease and suffering is its only symptom. True peace is not enlightenment, but non-existence. They don't seek to kill, but to liberate souls into nothingness. Members, former victims of severe trauma, ruthless enforcers. They're just all nihilists. Okay. Notable operatives: the Warden, a hulking silent man. The Weaver, a former psychologist who uses hypnotic suggestion and psychological warfare. Dang, this is pretty good so far. Oh, snap. Oh, okay, let's see. So here's the basic plot arc. Phase 1, the wound and the bandage. This is volume 1 through 3. We see Kai completing a brutal, morally gray job in a rain-soaked, neon-drenched underbarrel of a megacity. Oh, of course. It's cyberpunk. It's cyberpunk themed. Okay. Hey, that's not bad. It's funny. When I was reading this, I thought it was going to be like medieval or fantasy, but no, it's cyberpunk. That's fine. Inciting incident: he's hired for a simple job: kidnap a child. He touches the girl, and he experiences peace, and he realizes his employer is the sect of final peace, betrayed and marked for death. Kai makes a choice, not out of heroism, but out of a selfish desire to keep his only source of relief alive. Interesting. Interesting. Phase 2, the color of pain. He's forced to use his skill for protection. We see flashbacks that flesh out the trauma. She keeps helping him. The sect. He's trying to tempt Kai and Hikari with a promise to end their suffering because he's a nihilist. We learn that Hikari's ability is unique and the sect needs her. Midpoint crisis. The sect captures Hikari. Kai embraces humanity. Feel ready to see saves her. Volumes 8 through 10. She's weakened. The clone of trauma she absorbed is taking a physical toll, causing her hair to lose its silver hue and her health to decline. Oh, so she's just dying. Okay. Finally possessing the reef. Kind of Smoke River Valley's people like Hikari has helped along the way. Assault the sect's headquarters. Physical. Kai versus the Warden. He beats the Warden. Kai versus Hikari versus Kai and Hikari versus the Weaver's illusion and Jen's manipulation. Psychological. Or physiological, actually, and then psychological. Final debate between Kai and Jin. Kai argues that pain, memory, and struggle are what gives life meaning and beauty. Jin offers Hikari a world without ever being hurt again. Resolution. Hikari, having learned from Kai what it means to be human and choose one's own path, refuses Jin's offer. What? But instead, in a moment of climate, uses it to make Jin truly feel the collective suffering of all the people he has liberated. So she just puts all the pain into him and his mind just collapses, bro. The story ends not with the power gone, but with it transformed. Hikari's ability has faded, having served its purpose. She is now a normal, healthy child. She loses all her power. Not ready to flash, but the final panel is of Kai wincing at an old wound, but then smiling as he watches Hikari play in the sun, a pain he would never choose to erase. Oh! Okay, that was actually pretty good. Okay, you can't generate images with Deepseek. Alright, let's just move on to the comedy manga. Plot for a comedy manga. Oh no. Oh no. My dad is the Demon King and he grounded me! Logline, the prophesied hero chosen by the goddess to defeat the Dark Lord, arrives at the villain's fortress only to discover the Demon King is just a tired, overworked single father trying to raise his rebellious, angsty teen daughter. Now the hero has to navigate the complexities of demonic puberty, parent-teacher conferences, and his own destiny. Oh god. Leo Lightblade, he's the hero. He has classic shonen, earnest, passionate, and utterly bound by the hero's code. He's a bundle of shonen protagonist cliches. He has the Sword of Holy Light. Mao, the Demon King, looks 40, actually 400. A tall, imposing figure with sharp features and small horns when in his work robes. Most of the time, he's in the World Okay's Dad t-shirt and sweatpants. Oh, God. We're a pragmatic and surprisingly reasonable single dad. His primary concerns are making sure his daughter eats her vegetables, gets to her dark sorcery classes on time, and hasn't summoned anything too eldritch. He sees Leo now as a threat. And then here's Suzu, the rebellious demon princess. She wears dark gothic Lolita fashion. Oh boy. Lord Malcontent the Rival. A traditional over-the-top scenery-chewing Dark Lord from a neighboring dimension. His deal, he is furious at Mo for ruining the villain brand by being a responsible parent. He wants to defeat Mao, take over his territory, and bring back the good old days of proper world-ending evil. Oh my gosh. Okay, this one's pretty good as well. It's so stupid that it's good. Phase 1, A Hero in the House of Horrors, Volume 1 through 3. He bursts into the throne room. He delivers an epic monologue. He finds Mao on the phone with the Infernal Cable Company. And then Mao grounds his daughter for using forbidden magic. They fix a roof. The Dad Lord cometh, Lord Malcontents begins his campaign to discredit Mao and take over. The ultimate dad jutsu. Climax! Lord Malcontent fed up enacts his ultimate plan, summoning the God of Annihilation. It's a genuinely terrifying threat that even Mao can't handle through dad logic alone. And unlikely as the Heroes Guild, the Netherworld, PTA, and the minor demons Leo has befriended must band together. They gotta defeat the, Boy, the final blow. The combined power of his heroic heart and Mao's parental desire to protect creates a new absurd power, the grounding technique, which so thoroughly bores and inconveniences the god of annihilation with talk of responsibility and consequences that it gives up and goes home. Lord Malcontent, seeing the power of domestic bliss, has changed the heart of it. It opens a villain-themed daycare center. Leo's no longer trying to defeat Mao. He's his weird honorary nephew who comes over for dinner. Oh my gosh. Okay. Maybe the propaganda was right. Maybe Deepseek is actually really, really good. Cause both of those plots, the first one was actually really, really good. Don't get me wrong. That one was actually really cool. The second one, I don't know. It's pretty dumb, but it's pretty. It did what I wanted. It made a stupid comedy one. Microsoft Copilot is probably one of the worst AI engines I've ever used, but I haven't used it in a while. And now that it's based on GPT-5, it might be a bit better. We'll just have to see. This one can make images, and by the way, this one, some of the AI images I made with this one are foul. Ooh, they're so bad. Let me put some on screen really quick, cause golly. I made some great ones with it. Alright. Generate me a plot for serious manga. Give me the characters, basic plot arc, and the villains in Copilot. Perfect! Let's build you a serious manga concept with depth, layered characters, and a compelling arc. I'll give you the main cast, the plot structure, and the villains, so it feels like a blueprint you could actually expand into a serialized manga. Title suggestion: Echoes of the Abyss. Main characters: Rinji Arata, a stoic 17-year-old who discovers he can manipulate echoes, fragments of memories left behind by the dead, haunted by his brother's mysterious disappearances. Karoi Mizuno, Rinji's childhood friend, sharp-witted and loyal, she balances Rinji's brooding nature with her pragmatism, secretly carries her own trauma tied to the villains. Dr. Soma Takada, a mentor figure, a former scientist who studied echoes. And then Haru Arata, Rinji's older brother presumed dead. His fate is central to the mystery and becomes a turning point in the arc. So far, why is it just like almost a rehash of the Deepseek one? In the fact that there's a guy and a girl, and there's some sort of like mysterious thing. Seems like that's what it might do for a lot of the serious ones. It's gonna have some sort of supernatural thing. Okay, basic plot: Arc 1 Awakening. Rinji discovers his ability after a tragic accident at school. He learns that echoes are fragments of souls trapped between worlds. Kuroi joins him as he investigates strange disappearances in the city. They undercover a secret organization, the Obsidian Order. Wow, another secret order. Whoa. To weaponize memories. Rinji struggles with the morality of using echoes himself. Descent. Rinji learns his brother Haru was taken by the Order and turned into a living vessel for echoes. Ooh. Kuroi's family history is revealed. Her parents were victims of the Order's experiments. The protagonists infiltrate the Order's stronghold, facing psychological and physical trials. Abyss. Haru, now corrupted, becomes both a victim and antagonist. Rinji must decide whether to save or destroy his brother. The climax pits Rinji against the Order, forcing him to embrace or reject the abyss within himself. Villains: the Obsidian Order. Lord Kurobena, charismatic leader. Shun, a cold, calculated lieutenant who uses echoes to rewrite her own past. Haru Arata. Oh, da. Whoa. The themes. Identity versus memory. Are we defined by what we remember or what we forget? Moral ambiguity. Family bonds. Power and corruption. The setup gives you a dark, psychological shonen seinen hybrid with action, mystery, and emotional stakes. So far not as good. Man, Deepseek wrote out every single little plot point for me. This one just had like bullet points, but Deepseek actually like wrote out section. Yo! All right, let's see. Now we need to generate me an image of one of the pages of the manga. Copilot has some of the worst image generation, like I said, so we're gonna see if it still does. Sketching a dramatic manga page now. Can't wait to see it. Oh no, it's almost there. Oh no, why are we getting the nice? Why are we getting the 90s internet where it like prints it out frame by frame? Oh my gosh, this. What is that? What is that? It's so bad. It's taking so long to finish. Oh, the manga page is now ready. No, I need it with text bars. Add text. Um, bubbles. Oh, so I can see what they are saying. It needs text bubbles. Oh boy. Is that the villain guy? Is that Lord Kurobane himself? Adding dramatic dialogue to the manga page. Come on. Is it gonna be the same page, or is it gonna have generated a completely new one? Oh please. Oh, it's printing. Oh, who is that? I hate how it prints. It goes like it's like a printer. Echoes? You can see them? Okay, I'm gonna say Copilot's image generator is miles better than what it used to be. I used to generate all sorts of manga things back then, and they actually. Oh no! It still has it! I was just about to say, it used to not have any eligible text on it. Now it does. Now at least you can read what's happening. But then what is this? Rinji, this isn't a gift. Be careful with your ability. Binge it. Huh? That explains the disappearances. I just love how he's like, Rinji, this isn't a gift. Be careful with your ability. B&J. Okay, we got our image. Okay, now we're gonna ask for the comedy manga. Let's see what Copilot does. Maybe it'll cook. Maybe it's good at making comedy mangas. Or it just doesn't do anything at all. Hello, Copilot. Oh, there we go. Okay, absolutely. Let's build a comedy manga that's full of absurd situations. It's called Kafamon, Brewed for Chaos. In a sleepy town, a failing cafe becomes the battleground for eccentric baristas, supernatural coffee beans, and a secret society trying to control caffeine-powered bliss. Man, Copilot is on about. It's just obsessed with secret societies. Oh, what is this? Supernatural coffee and a secret society that think Ganatama meets Food Wars with a splash of Mob Psycho 100. Taro Kinotashi, a lazy 19-year-old college dropout who accidentally unlocks Beanergy, a power that lets him summon espresso-based creatures, reluctant hero with zero ambitions. Mika Tanaka, overachieving manager of the cafe, constantly stressed, always yelling, sees the brains in the brawler armed with latte art shurikens. Mr. Brewster, a talking coffee machine possessed by a British ghost, offers sage advice and terrible puns. Oh, that might be a good one. Kinji the Bean Whisperer, a mysterious old man who trains Taro in the ancient arts of beanergy. He's 90% nonsense, 10% genius. Okay, plot arc. Taro spills a rare coffee bean into the cafe grinder. He awakens beanergy, and Miko recruits him to save the cafe from bankruptcy using his powers. They battle rival cafes and absurd brew-offs judged by local weirdos. So the villainous decaf syndicate emerges, trying to eliminate all caffeine from society. Taro and Mikaka form the Kafamon League, recruiting other baristas with powers like Cold Brew, Chiroblast, and Mocha Mind Control. They compete in the underground Barista Royale tournament. Oh my gosh. Taro discovers his father was the original Beanergy master, now imprisoned in the Espresso dimension. God. The team must infiltrate the Decaf Syndicate's headquarters, a sterile, soulless tea lounge. Final battle involves a giant cappuccino golem and pun-filled showdowns. The villains are the Decaf Syndicate, the anti-caffeine extremists who believe coffee is corrupting humanity, Dr. Chamomile, leader common terrifying, uses herbal infusions to brainwash people. Earl Grayson, British aristocrat with a monocle and deadly tea bags. Matcha twins, hyperactive green tea ninjas who speak in haiku. Ooh. Ah. Oh, chat. Oh, Copilot, please. Please create a beautiful, stunning image of this. Yes! Make a manga panel featuring. And if this one doesn't work, I need to see what the freaking Mr. Brewster is. If we're judging on characters, Mr. Brewster is the best character. He's a talking coffee machine possessed by a British ghost. Do you understand how good that is? It's taking forever. Taking forever. This better be good. Oh, there it goes. What? What is this? Who are these people? No. Did it? Did it not realize I wanted a manga panel of this? Or did it? No, it isn't. We got kicked out of class. We got kicked out of class. We got kicked out of class. Please don't send us back. This isn't it. It just generated me a random manga panel. So it shows when I go here, it shows on that thing that it was trying to make the manga panel, but then it just got distracted and made. Why are the two of you in the faculty lounge? We got kicked out of class. We got kicked out of class. We got kicked out of class. Half Carl, out of term limbo. Please don't send us back. You know what? You know what? We are going to move on to Grok while we wait for that image to load. I've kind of given up on Copilot. It is just as bad as it was before. Grok, oh, I've used Grok so much now. Grok is like peak. Grok is so good. It says some wild stuff. No fan service. Oh, this is going to be good. And it always says like, oh no. Oh no, it's doing it, yes! Okay, I'm going to wait for this image to load before we move on to Grok, because I think Grok is going to give us the best one yet. Just going to say right now, Copilot, these ideas didn't really stick with me. The comedy one was a little bit better than this one, but with Deepseek, both of them were pretty good. We'll just see. Okay, it's almost there. Come on. Pretty please. Pretty please. Print down. Print down. Come on. Pretty please. Pretty please. Pretty please. Yeah, putting on the pretty please. Okay. I'm just gonna go to Grok. Oh, there it is. Morning, lad. Let me just get into character here, so I can do this in the voice. Morning, lad. No. I like some tea and crumpets. Morning, lad. Would it be too much trouble to boil some muggy? Mr. Brewster. Gah! The blimey coffee machine can talk. The name's Mr. Brewster. How about getting me brewing? Yeah, that was terrible. Frick, man. Move on to Grok. That one kind of just, like, ruined it. Title, Ashen Coven. Hiro no Kiroiku. Genre, dark fantasy, psychological thriller, post-apocalyptic. Tone, grim, philosophical, emotionally brutal, with moments of fragile human beauty. No fan service, no comic relief character. Yes! Year 2041. 20 years after the Pall Fall. The Pale Fall, not the Pall Fall. A global event where the sky turned permanently ash gray and 87% of humanity vanished overnight. The survivors discovered that intense emotion, grief, rage, love, despair can temporarily burn the ash in the atmosphere and create small pockets of blue sunlight. These pockets are called revelations. The price every revelation shortens the user's lifespan and slowly turns the body into ash from the inside out. What? Governments collapsed, new factions rose around the control and prohibition of revelations. The world is now ruled by emotion itself. Golly, it's cooking, bro. Oh, oh, this looks good. Oh, Grok, praise Elon Musk. Grok is so good. Raikuronge, protagonist, a cinderless, someone mysteriously immune to the ash and corruption, meaning he can burn emotions without physical cost. Cold, analytical, and emotionally numb since the pale fall took his little sister, carries her charred hair ribbon as the only thing he refuses to let turn to ash. Goal, find out why he alone is immune and in the cycle of revelations forever, even if it means erasing emotion from humanity. Yuna Hirari, Dragonist? A lantern, people who deliberately trigger massive revelations to give others fleeting moments of sunlight. She is dying rapidly. Half her left lung is already ash, but keeps burning herself to create sky for refugee children, warm, selfless, and quietly suicidal. She believes emotion is the last proof that humans still exist. Father Elias Venter, antagonist turned tragic ally, former Catholic priest, now leader of the Ashen Church, a theocracy that preaches total emotional suppression as salvation, secretly uses forbidden revelations in cathedrals to keep himself eternally young, carries unbearable guilt for causing the pale fall. He was patient zero. Kegoro, age unknown. He's the primary antagonist, the first human who fully turned to ash and somehow kept consciousness. A living atmospheric deity collectively made of human despair, speaks directly into people's minds with 1,000 overlapping voices, wants to complete the pale fall and turn every remaining human into part of itself. The four Pentients, Kegoro's apostles, Wrath, Ikashi, Rei's former best friend thought dead, Envy, Seraph, a childlike girl who steals others' lifespans, Pride, Cardinal Lusteria, Elias's former protege inside the church, Despair, Mother, Yuna's own biological mother who abandoned her. Oh my gosh! Yo, it's doing everything! Okay. Basic plot art, 5 planned volumes, 30 chapters. Okay, Rei lives as a scavenger inside the ruins of Tokyo selling stolen emotion-suppressing drugs for the church. He witnesses Yuna create a revelation for orphans and watches her cough up black petals of ash lung. When church inquisitors try to execute her as a heretic, Rei instinctively burns his first delivered emotion, rage, and saves her. The sky turns blue for 3 full minutes, the longest revelation in 12 years. Now, this plotline's kind of crazy, though. It's actually kind of good. Rei and Yuna are forced to travel together. Rei wants to reach the Vatican Ash Archive in Europe, rumored to hold records for the Pale Fall's origin. Along the way, they are hunted by Akashi Wrath, who blames Rei for abandoning him the day the sky fell. Volume 3, Schism. They reach the theocratic nation of New Vatican. Father Ellis offers Rei a deal. Become the church's living saint, a cinderless weapon, in exchange for the archive's secrets. Yuna opposes it, believing emotion must remain free even if it kills everyone. Rei temporarily sides with Elias. Yuna is imprisoned as a lantern heretic. Rei discovers Elias caused the Paul fall as an experiment to purify human sin. Volume 4, Sky's Funeral. Rei betrays Elias, frees Yuna, and burns an ocean of grief to open the archive. They learn the truth that Paul fall was human's collective subconscious, rejecting its own suffering. Kegoro is not an alien god, it is us! Rei's immunity exists because he subconsciously rejected emotions the moment his sister died. He killed a part of his soul to survive. Kashi protects Rei from Seraph, risking 20 years of wrath and one catastrophic revelation that levels half of Europe and gives the world 1 hour of pure sunlight, the last anyone will ever see. Wait, what? What? The last anyone will ever see? Well, that's not good. I don't like where this end is going. Also, aren't the revelations supposed to be the good things? I think the AI is kind of getting it mixed. Maybe? Or am I getting it mixed up? I don't know. Because shouldn't we want the revelations? Like, if everyone just did it at once, would it just clear everything? Oh, whatever. It's a manga. It's not supposed to make sense. Final confrontation above the stratosphere. Inside Kigoro itself, Rei must choose. Burn every remaining human emotion on Earth in one ultimate revelation, but turning humanity into empty husks, his original plan. Or accept emotion, merge willingly with Kigoro, and let the sky stay gray forever, preserving the last ember of what makes humans human. Euro, now almost entirely ash, kisses Rei and burns her final emotion, love. The sky turns the deepest blue ever recorded, then collapses forever. Rei chooses neither absolute. He burns only his own immunity, becoming moral like everyone else. For the first time in 20 years, he cries real tears. The gray sky remains, but somewhere far below, children are born who grow up never knowing sunlight, and that is tragically okay. Ending panel. Rei and a few survivors plant a tree under the ashfall. The tree will never bloom, but its roots are alive. Whoa. That's crazy. That's crazy, man. Although, how are humans surviving with the ash covering the sky? If the sun can't get through, it's literally a winter and we all die. But whatever. Now, make an image of one of the pages of this manga. Give it dialogue and speech bubbles. I'm not gonna lie. That was the best one so far. Wait, no, Grok can make images. Grok can make images. It's describing how I should make the image, which is... What? It's telling me everything I need. So you can generate images here, but Grok doesn't have very good image generation. I know what I'm going to do. I know what I'm going to do. Okay, come on. We are going to just put this in the Imagine, and we're going to see what it does. It's not going to understand because it doesn't have the context, but... So, Copilot's the only one who's made an image so far, and it's just absolute booty. Oh, I was hoping Grok would be able to make one. Never mind. But we still have the storyline. What? What? How many did it generate? How many did it generate? What? Grok! Yo! Yo! Grok is going crazy! Look at how many it generated! And it's still going! It's still going! It's the same stuff, but which one looks the best? There's too many to choose from. It's still going. Oh, I think this is the best one. Oh my gosh. Grok. You. Oh. Oh my goodness. Why did it make so many though? That's the one thing I'm confused on. It generated more than just a multiple. It generated multiples of multiples. Which one was it that was the best one? Oh, it's this one that's the best. Oh Look at how good it. This is AI generated, by the way. Now, granted, it's still got a few like little bugs, but like this is crazy. Busted a fat. All right. We're gonna move on. We're gonna move on to do the comedy one. Oh gosh, Grok. It just does the isekais every time it's a comedy one. Okay, I'm the final boss, but my minions keep unionizing. Original Japanese. Saigo ne mo nano ni buzamo ni rodo kumai o tsukuro. Workplace comedy, isekai parody, anti-shonen absurd humor. Oh yes, core premise. Oh yes, it's got titles and names. The Demon King was finally defeated, except the hero got bored halfway through the final blow and went home to open a ramen shop. Now the Demon King has to keep running the demon realm like a corporation because the entire world economy depends on the endless cycle of heroes versus demons. If he just quits, everyone loses their jobs, so he becomes the most overworked, unappreciated middle manager in fantasy history while his own minions keep trying to unionize, go on to strikes, and demand dental health care. Main character Zorak von Doomageddon the 13th. He's 24, but he looks 14 because of anime genetics. It's making fun of how characters are like 4 million years old, but they're like, it's a child. No! Why'd you do that? Why did you make it look like that? The final boss, terrifying reputation. Actually, a tired salaryman from Tokyo who got isekai'd into the Demon King body. Wears reading glasses under his skull helmet, allergic to paperwork, catchphrase, can we not blow up the planet before I finish my coffee? Lucilia, Lucy, Bloodreeve, 300 plus, looks 19. She's the HR manager and Zorak's self-appointed secretary slash wife in denial. She runs the entire demon realm on spreadsheets. Gobta-kun, Goblin, age 8. Intern literally just wants a stable 9 to 5 and weekends off. Started the union. Wears a tiny yellow safety helmet everywhere. Has 12 kids already. Death Knight Greg. 7-foot tall skeleton in plate armor. Sounds like a chill surfer, bro. Only speaks in union slogans now. Favorite phrase, workers of the world unite, bruh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Death Knight Greg! Ah! This is too good! The actual villains, the International Hero Association. Okay, these are boring. The Auditor from Heaven? Literal angels with clipboards who show up every fiscal year to make sure the Eternal War is still tax deductible. This is good. The basic plot. Mandatory Eva quota. Zorak discovers he has to commit at least one world-threatening act per quarter or the demon realm goes bankrupt. His minions go on strike instead of invading anything. He ends up live streaming himself menacingly reading the phone book for 12 hours to meet quota. The Great Strike of Darkness. Gupta-kun leads a full walkout. Demon pickets with signs like no lava pay, no doomsday. Zorak cross-dresses as a human officer lady. What? That came from the left. Hostile takeover. The IHA sends corporate raiders to buy out the demon realm. Zorak is forced to do a PowerPoint presentation why being evil is really hard these days. The heroes cry from secondhand burnout and unionize with the demons. Final boss? More like the final boss of paperwork. Heaven's auditors declare that if Zorak doesn't finish the final battle by the end of the fiscal year, both heaven and hell get audited for eternity. Everyone, heroes, demons, angels, and ramen princesses team up for the most half-assed final battle in history. They just fill out a group registration letter, clock out at exactly 5 p.m. and go drinking together. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Now, generate the details of what a page of this manga would look like. So I can pop it in the image generator like last time. Oh, that one was so good. Please. Oh, please be as good as last time. If we can get something on this level, oh my goodness. Oh, it worked. Oh, it worked. Why is there so many? All in favor of a 4-day work week and paid laid lava days, say aye. SFX roar, clang clay. Dude, man, comrade. I haven't had a weekend since the Crusades. I'm in, bruh. Oh, and then you can choose to do other ones. Oh. Is that. Oh. This meeting is illegal. You can't unionize against the true love. This one isn't as good. It didn't. Here we go. I'm gonna do this because it's Death Knight Greg. I freaking love Death Knight Greg, bro. So, just gonna say the second one did not turn out as good as. But the first one, what was Grok on, man? Making these masterpieces? Wait, I just noticed something. Did they just rip that one photo of Satoru Gojo's eyes? Yep, I can see the inspiration. Whoa. Is that animated? Whoa. Okay. Let's see what we got for Surfer Greg. Now Grok's back to doing what it usually does. Grok is a pretty bad image maker as well, so I was hoping it. They're edging me, bro. They made this peak thing, and now we get. Okay, whatever. To ChatGPT, our final one. Grok really set the standard high for the stories, and one for the images. Maybe ChatGPT can get both. Maybe ChatGPT can redeem itself, create a stinking banger image. Because it's just giving me the exact same one about echoes. I don't need another one about echoes. I need it to have some unique plot points. Uh, if I just say not about echoes, it's just going to change it to like shadows. No, I'm just going to try the same prompt one more time. If it does the echoes again. Okay, it's going, and it does. Man, every time I ask it to make a serious manga, it's always about some sort of mark, ability. It's never just like this be how it is. It's always some sort of supernatural thing, which is fine. Okay, let's see what we got here. Here's a fresh original concept for a serious, dramatic, long-form manga with a strong emotional core, political tension, supernatural elements. The setting is Valtheris, where every person is born with a grave mark, a sigil on their skin that records a single memory from a life of someone who died unjustly. Some of them take hold. Adele Sorrel, 17, The Unbound Grave. A quiet apprentice scribe whose grave mark suddenly ignites into a full-bodied phantom of a dead soldier who claims Aiden was murdered in a past life. Aiden now sees the world partially through the vision of his past incarnation, giving him glimpses of events that never happened, memories of a life he doesn't want, skills and instincts that aren't his, conflict. He fears losing control to the phantom or becoming a tool of the court. Lyra Vale, the archivist's daughter of the court's chief historian, brilliant, detailed, skeptical of anything supernatural. When she's assigned to document Aiden's anomaly, she discovers inconsistencies in the record. Blame that government. Cornhale, the Gravekeeper, a stoic warrior of the outlawed order that won't protect Gravemark bearers. He claims there's a way to unbind dangerous grave phantoms, but the ritual requires confronting the phantom's life and death. He hides a gravemark so powerful it's slowly killing him. The Sanctus Court, the ruling authority controlling gravemark knowledge. They are secretly using harvesting gravemarks to erase chosen events from public memory. We're getting an Attack on Titan type situation here. Can't get into spoilers, but it's an Attack on Titan type thing. Why they fear Aiden. His gravemark is from a soldier who died trying to expose them, and the court killed him in every timeline? Dude, that's brutal. He just gets reincarnated and they instantly go after him again. The Hall acquires supernatural antagonist, a collective of unstable grave phantoms who merge into a single entity after centuries of being suppressed. Basic plot art. He's training as a scribe. It ignites. And the guy talks to him, and then the court detains him because of how creepy his thing is. Each shrine reveals fragments of Aiden's past life as a soldier, uncovering the court's crimes. Meanwhile, Seraphine Valis hunts them, rewriting memories of anyone who shelters them. The phantom inside Aiden grows more assertive, sometimes taking control in battle. The Hall Acquirer is beginning to cause gravemarks to erupt around the continent. Aiden hears their call. They want him to join them to become their vessel. But he doesn't want to. The memory for war, the court launches a continent-wide purge of dangerous gravemark bearers. The Hall Acquirer attacks the capital and leads resistance to stop both sides. He's fighting a two-front war. That's never a smart way to do things. Now let's ask ChatGPT. Generate me an image of a page of this manga with dialogue. Oh, here it goes. Creating image. Manga page with dialogue scene. Okay. Please don't let it do what ChatGPT did where it got confused and just made a random manga panel. Come on! ChatGPT! Do it. Please, come on. Come on, man. Okay, yeah, you can definitely tell. It's very much like this one in the style. Because, Aiden, you're not alone. I'm sorry, Lyra. Hey, I like the Gravemark Phantom behind him. He looks pretty cool, just like that little Will-o'-the-Wispy. Okay, that one was okay. Okay, title: The Misadventures of Bento Squad. It's a comedy slice of light adventure. Premise: at Yamabuki High, the lunch period is a battleground. The school's beloved cafeteria has burned down after a totally preventable but absolutely hilarious incident. Until it's rebuilt, students must rely on bento clubs, student-run groups competing to feed the school. Our protagonist actually forms the worst bento club imaginable. Oh, that sounds pretty good. Haru Kinochisha, a laid-back, slightly lazy 16-year-old who just wants to eat in peace. He's terrible at cooking, but somehow becomes the club president. Every time he tries to help, something explodes, catch fire, or mutates. So there's a tiny girl with terrifying cooking skills. Her food is delicious, but often illegal, radioactive, or sentient. Oh! So it's good, but it just is sentient. Nice. Jin Arakawa, the overly dramatic strategist, treats interfood club competitions like life-or-death military campaigns, draws 30-part battle plans for simple tasks like buy soy sauce. His plans are always correct. Sachi Morimoto, the transfer student, sweet, polite, deadly, but serious about nutrition, actually a former child bodybuilder, has the strength to lift a table one-handed, and it's a woman. Women bodybuilders scare me, so I'm just going to move on from that. Villains, the Gourmet Council, a trio of elite students who run the most successful bento club. Renji Kazama, the snobby food critic who speaks in poetic insults. Clara Von Weiss, foreign exchange student with dramatic flair, treats cooking like opera. Basu, a huge delinquent who only says one word, yummy. Their goal, crush every other bento club. Principal Genda, affectionate antagonist. A principal who strongly believes competition builds character, so he constantly creates outrageous food battles. Sometimes he's a villain, sometimes he's the hero's biggest fan. The Bento Bandit, a masked student who steals lunches throughout the school. No one knows who they are. They're not evil, just very hungry. So, so basically, Haru blows up the cafeteria microwave, and that destroys the entire cafeteria. The lunch war, the gourmet council challenges them to various food duels: speed, bento assembly, blindfold ingredient guessing, no utensils allowed cooking, bento box obstacle race. They suck, but they like them. Arc 3, the mystery of the Bento Bandit. Someone starts stealing their bento creations. The squad begins investigating. And they have a stakeout. Okay. Arc 4, the Grand Bento Festival, the final arc. Principal Ginda announces a massive cooking festival where the winning club becomes the official new cafeteria staff. The Gourmet Council is favored to win. Bento Squad somehow reaches the final stages through a mix of accidental victories, improvised cooking chaos, Momo summoning Eldritch flavors, Haru's dumb luck, Junu's overcomplicated strategies, Sachi lifting entire cooking station. Okay. Now, make me an image of a page of this manga. And then once we get done with this, it's time for the tier list. My final reactions to what I think these would be if they were real and not AI generated slop. What's done? I was just trying to make some food, but I've never once failed to make a bento. What is that? What is that? Haru. But it went up in flames. I mean, I've never made a bento. Thud. What is that face, though? Alright, I'm gonna go set up that tier list. I'll be right back. Alright, it's finally time to make this tier list at the very end. If I can get this stinking ad out of the way. There we go. Alright, we're gonna start off with the Deepseek ones. So we had Catabasis. That one was yeah, that is that one. That one was pretty good. At the start, it was good. I would read that. I'd say that'd be an A tier. I thought it was interesting concept. It was okay. The other one, the demon dad. Yeah, my dad is the demon king, and he grounded me. That'd be a B tier. It was not that good. It was not that good. Maybe for some people, but that's not really the style of manga I like, or anime even. Let's see. Now we will do the Copilot ones next. We had the one about the echoes. Absolute D tier. That was terrible. It was really basic. Too basic for me. And then we had the coffee one. That was probably a B tier. Sounded pretty ridiculous. Sounded funny though, especially with the freaking coffee dude with the possessed by the British ghost. The image didn't come out very well, but I think the storyline could be pretty funny. Finally, the Grok ones. Freaking serious one. The one about the ash. Yeah, that S tier, man. That's S tier with the stinking. Oh, so good. The image it made. Yeah, so S tier is basically what I would read if it was a real manga. And then D is just, no, not at all. The other one, it would be in B. It was kind of funny. The image came out terrible, though. I wouldn't really read it, but it was kind of silly. Then we have freaking the one about the grave marks. No. No. I don't think I'd read that. It's kind of bland. And then finally, the one about the cooking. Put that in C tier. It's kind of silly. But ChatGPT has a tendency to make really weird storylines. So overall, should you use AI to make your manga? Absolutely not. That should be something that human create by human self. That's why I will not be taking any of these ideas and using them to create stuff, even though I would want to. If someone had thought of this before and made that exact story, man, I would read it. The one about the ash, but because it's AI, yeah, I could work on it for myself. I just never publish it because it was originally made by AI and not me. But yeah, anyways, that's about it for today. I have a lot to edit. It's been over an hour so far. All right, everybody. Hudra Studio out, but not yet. I'd say these mangas were pretty good. It's interesting how when you typed it in, all of them kind of said the same things. That's what I found the weirdest. They all kind of had the same ideas about certain things, just because that's what the information available was. All right, everyone. Hudra Studio out.